Welcome to the sandwich generation, where you and I are stuck in the middle between our kids and grandkids and our parents and our grandparents, and we're just trying to work it out for everyone, aren't we? So today I want to give you a little bit of update. When Governor Abbott came out with the news that we could have interior visits, everyone, friends, families, staff, everyone was so excited because it's been so long since you've been able to come in the communities and really see your loved ones and what's going on. And it hasn't turned out quite as smooth of a transition as a lot of people would have hoped. So let's talk about what you can do right now. First of all, when Governor Abbott gave his words, he said, here, go forth and do. And then the state, who regulates the senior living industries, had to come out with a set of rules to go with what he said. So that took a week or two. And then they gave that message to all of the people in Texas who have senior living communities. And now each one of those communities has to figure out how to work that out to make it okay for their community specifically. And there's usually a corporate entity above that that had to come out with rules first. So it's taken a little while to unwind this, whereas we kind of thought, like when the bars opened, right? He said, hey, the bars are going to be open on this day, and here they are, open on that day. But it has taken us a while to unwind from all this. And so here's a few of the things that I have seen and heard in communities that are actually going on right now, and others that are gearing up to do that. There's a few ways that you can go inside a community to visit. And I'm just going to rip off the Band-Aid with one of the more painful ways, and that is compassionate visits. And what that means is your loved one is on hospice and is declining, and so you as a family member for that scenario can come in, usually just straight to their apartment, and visit them, and you also have a lot more leeway as to how long you can stay and how often you can come. So the other ones are a little more fun than that. I have seen these plexiglass shields a lot. So let's say you're sitting at a long 6-foot table like you were outside with porch visits, but now there's a big shield in between you on the opposite sides of the table so that you can come inside, maybe to a library or another common area where you're not infecting the entire community, but you're still seeing your loved ones, but there's still going to be that social distancing there. I have heard of a few communities that are doing the designated caregiver thing. And so what that means is you can be the designated caregiver. There's usually 1 or 2 people in the family that are allowed to do that. And there's a lot of COVID testing involved with that. So while it sounds like a great idea because you can just pop in and out, it's not quite as clean as one would hope at this point. But again, we're trying to save our seniors and somehow work out that balance between saving their lives from COVID and saving their lives from isolation. And so this is how everyone is figuring it out. Another thing I've seen is it looks kind of like a photo booth, except it's all plexiglass, and the family sits inside of it and the residents on the other side of it. And so it allows you to be a little bit closer in proximity, but you're still not spewing germs everywhere. That's another way you can visit. And there's also still the porch visits. The weather is gorgeous right now. It's fall, and your residents, your loved ones, they don't get out of the communities like you do. They don't hop in the car and go get a gallon of milk down the street. And so for them to get to come outside to see you, while you're finding that annoying, they're thinking of that as, oh my gosh, I'm out, I'm free, I have fresh air. all of that. You know, in a community that is smaller where they're kind of locked in with COVID at the moment, most of them have courtyards and things like that. So I don't mean to say that they haven't seen fresh air, but to be able to be outside with you guys and enjoy the fall weather and just have a nice, open, breezy visit is a real treat for them. So don't give up on those visits just because you're trying to get in the door. I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity as to what's going on right now. And as we have noticed with COVID, things change all the time. And I'm sure that as we have peeled one more layer of protection and we see that things are running smoothly, I'm sure at that point we will move and open even more. And we're all looking forward to that day when we can get back to some semblance of normalcy. Hope this helps you. I know that you're stressed because you can't get in there and you can't dig through their things in their room and what are they hoarding and all these things. But the good news is we're almost there. So let's stop. Let's think it through. Give me a call if you need anything. My contact information's in the description below. Thanks for watching.